Welcome to Geek in the Sheets podcast, where we indulge our nerdy passions and explore the latest in pop culture. I'm your host, Hi-Fi Mike, and I'm joined by the bad guy, Kenny.
Oh yeah.
Kenny, we're gonna start the show off as we do every week. What nerdy shit have you been doing?
Not gonna lie, they've been dropping a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff, so I've been appreciating that. They had dropped the Mortal Kombat cage match movie this week, so I checked that out. So it's a movie set back in the '80s where Johnny Cage has to fight for this scroll. Like long story short, fight for the scroll, but he's so like self-absorbed that he doesn't realize like he's in a dangerous ass situation. He just thinks people are trying to fuck up his movie. So it's a good watch. And then Mortal Kombat also dropped the mobile game, which is way better than the Switch port of Mortal Kombat 1. Like this mobile game is fire though. It's an RPG.
Yeah. Oh,
and
nice.
I've been playing it all day.
I read something about it, and I didn't throw it in the links this week, but there's that, and I saw the release dates for all the DLC, and I didn't see. I forgot to also throw that, but you're getting DLC all the way until next summer.
Yeah.
Which is
we get Omni-Man next month, and I can't wait.
Yeah. Anything else?
Oh, and I've been watching Gen V. I'm all caught up. I think I said it last week that I was watching Gen V, but hey, you want to hear it again? I was watching Gen V. It's good.
I did something. Metal Gear Solid 4. I was playing that. The game, it kept freezing on me, so I stopped playing and I started playing Revengeance here and there. But Metal Gear Revengeance, I think that's what it's called.
Metal Gear Revengeance.
Yeah, it's different because it's a hack. It's literally a hack and slash, versus your normal Mortal Kombat. No, Metal Gear Solid, which is
this one on PS3?
PS3 and Xbox 360.
Okay, this is the one. Wait,
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is what it's called.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Yeah, I was about to say that.
It's really good.
Yeah, I have that on PS3. I got like maybe a level or two in. I got that game. I didn't have any games for real. I played for a little bit and then got my sports games and kind of stopped playing.
I also watched that Goosebumps TV show.
Okay.
Up to episode 5 is what they released by the time we record this, they've only put up to episode 5. Really good.
Okay.
Justin Long is in it. He's the main bad guy. He gets possessed by the main bad guy. Spoilers.
He don't care about living nothing he's in. He's probably gonna die in this movie too.
He doesn't care.
Show too.
Oh yeah, probably.
He dies in everything.
That's fine. He gets a payday.
Yeah, no, it's just funny because like he's one of the people that like when you see him in a movie, you just know he's gonna die in it. He's one of those actors, like Steve Buscemi, him.
Yeah.
I forget his name. The guy from
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I just can't think of his name right now. But he dies in everything too.
I also watched The Babysitter. I'm gonna watch The Babysitter 2. Those are both on Netflix. Those are comedy horror movies.
I haven't seen that.
They came out a few years ago, and I meant to watch it, and I never got around to watching it, but I finally did. I also watched back to back. I watched Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You.
Yeah.
Because I watched Happy Death Day, and then I originally started watching Happy Death Day to You, and I'm like, you know what? It's been so long in between these movies that I feel like I'd have way more fun if I watched the first one. And
that's what I did too.
It was great. It was basically one giant movie.
Yeah.
Because it's what it is. It's the same, it's a through line of the same thing. You're getting the same. The second one has the stuff from the first one, and it's different. You go from just a time loop to the multiverse. It's really good. There's no third one in the works, but I read that he'd really want to do but the director wants to do another one with a higher budget, and I could see them making it work. I think they definitely left it where they could. But I
don't think they need to make any more. But it both were really good. I just don't think they need to make any more.
I enjoy the universe, so I'd like another one. I'd take one more. But yeah, that's about all I could think of for this week for that. The boy in I know I was gonna say this wrong, and this is a word that is a normal word. I just have a problem saying it. Heron. The boy and the heron. I want to say heroin, but it's not heroin. The boy and the heron. English voice cast revealed. The new Studio Ghibli film, previously touted as the last of the famed animator Hayao Miyazaki's illustrious career, featuring names including here, I'll just read it off: Christian Bale, Dave
Fire.
Bautista,
Fire.
Gemma Chan, William Dafoe,
Fire.
Karen Fukuhara, Mark Hamill, Robert Pattinson, and Florence Pugh.
Fire. Don't know what that is either.
That's
a good cast.
Yeah, I didn't grab the summary for this, but it's a Studio Ghibli film, so even if I gave you the plot, it really wouldn't matter. It's in December. It's in theaters December 8th. I'm here for it. I want to see it. I like Studio Ghibli. They're beautiful movies. And great cast. Absolutely great cast.
Yeah, that's a fire cast.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Have you seen any Studio Ghibli movies?
No, I just heard about them movies
Really?
like recently. Because my friend, she had a tattoo of them.
Spirited Away is a big one. Howl's Moving Castle is a big one. Those are the two off the top of my head that I can think of, but they have a bunch of movies. I think it might have been great movies. They have one that's based off The Borrowers. I don't know if you remember The Borrowers. There was that movie with it was a book too, but it was also a movie with Roseanne, dude from Roseanne. Like, for some reason I can't think of his name. But
yeah, I think she has a Ponyo tattoo. I think it's Ponyo.
Okay. Yeah, that one was all right. That one was okay. I wasn't into it.
Fat ass tattoo of that too. I was like, "What is that?" And
that one was a weird one. That one was a weird one.
Yeah, I never watched it.
If I remember, it was about like a kid. It's about a kid. It was, I don't know. It was weird. That didn't say anything, but I wanted to, is that the one with the fish? There was a bunch of fish.
Yeah, there's fish.
He may have turned into a fish. I can't remember. I don't know. Fourth graders distraught after Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey somehow got shown in classroom. According to a parent who spoke with CBS Miami, their child and classmates were exposed to approximately a half hour of Winnie the Pooh semi-parody horror film that dropped this year that reimagines the beloved children's character as a serial killer who dons a Pooh mask while stalking his prey. The teacher didn't stop the movie, even though there were kids saying, "Hey, stop the movie. We don't want to watch this." The parent explained it's not for them to decide what they want to watch. It's up to the professor to look at the content. First of all, he's a teacher. He's not a professor. He's teaching fourth graders. Second of all, I guess also like he put it on and then walked out. But did he walk out for a half an hour? Like, what's happening? I guess so. Like, at what point do you realize half hour in that this is not Winnie the Pooh?
Some teachers did that. They just put on the movie and just left. They would just be sitting there
for like, half an hour.
Hey,
did he go take his shit, come back?
Hey, came back. All these murders.
But also, if it was that bad, why didn't one of the kids get up and turn it off? Sounds like they want to play the victim card.
I would think when you're in fourth grade, you don't think I can turn off this movie. You just think the teacher got this movie playing this for us, and it's not the right movie.
I'll be real with you. It's fourth grade. If it was that bad, I'd walk out of the room. If there's no teacher around, what are they gonna do to stop you? Like I don't understand. Like there's a lot of things here that's happening.
I think they were afraid to get in trouble. I really think they were afraid.
Unplug it and be like, you put on a movie that Winnie the Pooh is a serial killer. No, this man's about to lose his job anyways. He has enough to worry about.
Yeah, he probably thought that mess was funny. Play a little joke on the kids.
I think he downloaded the wrong movie. Honestly,
I don't know.
Did he know? Did he really think he was gonna put as a prank? He's gonna put his entire career on the line?
Hey, look, I thought he just thought that was a joke. I think it was funny. He had a
Um,
good little chuckle when he left. He's gonna put this shit on him and just leave.
and then it made the New York Times.
Yeah,
We
that's
saw the
hilarious.
trailer for Walden, which
Yeah, that shit was weird. Everybody was
that
ugly.
that was wild. Like that, it's another serial killer movie, but I thought that looked good. Like I thought it looked pretty good.
That was the most mustiest trailer. Everybody looked nasty. One dude with the
Yeah.
neck. Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
was disgusting. It was
There's
really
a
gross.
lot of like body horror type feels.
It was like House of a Thousand Corpses ugly. It was like, yuck, this is gross.
You thought the House of Thousand Corpses is ugly? What the fuck you mean? You
I
didn't
love
like?
I love Devil's Rejects, but House of a
Yeah,
Thousand Corpses just look
it's
nasty.
been
Like you
so
watch it,
long
you
since
like.
I've seen those.
I've only seen House of a Thousand Corpses once, and that's because I was like, by the time I saw that, I was grown and realized that was the prequel. Well, not prequel, but the one before
Yeah,
Devil's Reject. Because I never watched it as a kid. I saw the case and was like, oh hell no! I got scared. I was like, nah. As a kid, I was like, nah, that shit looks scary as fuck. And then I
right.
realized I was like, I love Devil's Reject. They have more of these, and I saw they had that. I was like, go ahead and watch that.
Yeah,
I thought that was okay. It's kind of fucked up because like I know the twist because
right.
it's like damn.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen them. Honestly, I probably haven't watched The Devil's Rejects or House of Thousand Corpses since 2000 and I don't know 2006.
We used to watch Devil's Rejects damn near like once every couple of weeks type shit.
Yeah,
Like
it's been a
we
while since I've
love
seen
that
it.
movie. We used to watch the movie all the time.
Yeah.
I tried to watch the newer one they did. It was kind of
Oh, I
ass,
forgot
but
they did that.
yeah, it's like Three from Hell or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I'm gonna have
I
to go
didn't
back
like
and
that.
watch all of them. Killers of the Flower Moon with the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. He looked like he was like a mob boss or something.
Yeah,
The
that was a
Scorsese film.
weird period movie. It looked like I don't know if they wanted to be a western or what that
I
was.
thought
It
it
looked
was like
weird.
1920s. That's the feeling I
Okay.
got. So everything looks Western.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if it was western or early 2000, early 1900s.
Yeah, it looked good. Told him everything. That was the one thing I got from it is he told him everything.
He didn't
What'd
say
you
that.
tell him?
I told him
Everything.
everything. He said, you told him everything? Yes,
Everything?
I told him everything.
Everything.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Uh, Netflix Geeked Week 2023. They had Netflix notes the first day, which the company refers to as Stranger Things Day, will focus entirely on updates from the widely popular sci-fi franchise. We're calling it a sci-fi franchise now.
No,
I thought it was
Stranger
a
Things?
horror franchise.
I think Stranger Things is like a horror sci-fi thriller.
It's not, is it? How is it sci?
It's science fiction. Yeah, it's
I don't
science
know.
fiction. You're
It's.
dealing
I
with
mean,
like
it's.
aliens and shit.
Is there aliens?
Yeah, the Demogorgon is an alien.
Demogorgon's not an alien. It's a demon.
That's an alien. I think that's an alien.
Demon. No, it's definitely a demon.
I don't know. I think that's just aliens, but I don't know. It is kind of sci-fi-ish.
I know it's weird that it's being. Usually, I think of it as horror more than anything. Um. Anyways, the widely popular sci-fi franchise. Well, Netflix did not say what things it had planned to reveal about Stranger Things next month. We know that a show is set to conclude with the upcoming 5th season. Additionally, it is previously confirmed that an animated spin-off series is in development. Throughout the remainder of the week, Netflix will share news and details on shows and movies that were previously announced and will be released soon, including Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Devil May Cry, which I need to see what that's about because I'm excited. Anything Devil May Cry, Rebel Moon, and Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. Netflix will also share updates on existing shows such as The Umbrella Academy. This is cool and all, but now I'm actually very sick of all these companies deciding to have their own events to announce things. I miss when we knew when San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con was coming up, and you're getting a bulk of your news there. You're getting all of it there. Not every single company needs their own version of a Hall H, I guess. Yeah. Though I'm excited for this Devil May Cry, whatever it is. I assume it's gonna be another. It's gonna be another anime.
Thought that
But
would be live action.
I don't know. I have no idea. I guess they're gonna release more later this week or next week or whatever or next month. I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited. Is there anything on there that you heard that you might be interested in?
No, not really. Like, I mean, I know Umbrella Academy.
Which I haven't
I
watched
can't
yet.
speak. Yeah, I've never watched that, but I've heard everybody tells me I need to watch that because that's my kind of show.
Yeah, it was originally created by Gerard Way, and maybe Mikey Way too, his brother. The comic. Yeah. So, and I didn't watch it originally because I had this weird thing that I got back against My Chemical Romance for like a month, and now I'm back into it, so we're good. Yu Yu Hakusho is arriving to Netflix. This is the streamer's set release date for its version of Yu Yu Hakusho based on the manga series of the same name. The manga story follows a boy named Yusuke. I'm saying that wrong. Yusuke, whatever. Who, after being fatally run over, is brought back to life as an underworld detective, which means the investigating supernatural going on involved ghosts and demons in the regular world.
Never knew what that show was about.
I remember watching it, but I don't remember anything about it. Mostly because what I remember was the tournament aspect of that show, and that's it. There was like some sort of tournament. I also thought I remember them playing like a board game, so I don't know. More than 3 decades after Yu Yu Hakusho by Yoshihiro Togashi. First captured the imaginations of readers, the beloved manga gets a live-action adaptation. Oh, yeah, this is live-action, by the way. Live-action adaptation, Netflix wrote on Twitter along with a short teaser for the series that shows off its logo. Series will be arriving December 14th, so not long.
Everything's coming on December. Sheesh.
Yeah, that makes sense. October, December, two big months for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything dropping in December. Everything except Thanksgiving.
Rick and Morty's replacement actors were announced, and we did have the season premiere as well. After previously revealing their intention to cast a sound-alike actor to replace Justin Roiland, as Rick and Morty, the first trailer for Rick and Morty season 7 revealed their voices for the first time, but Adult Swim had been holding back the announcement for new actors behind the characters themselves. And with premiere of the first episode and the interview with the Hollywood Reporter have revealed that Ian Cardoni will be Rick and Harry Belden will be Morty. I haven't watched it yet. I know Mr. Poopy Butthole is also apparently on one of the new episodes that released.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the new season. I'm behind the season actually when it comes to that show.
I'm behind a lot with that show right now. I couldn't tell you if it's 1 or 2 seasons I'm behind, but maybe
that's pretty much where I'm at too. Like I'm either 1 or 2 seasons behind.
I'll throw it on. It doesn't really, whether I'm caught up or not, I don't care. I'll just throw it on. It's Rick and Morty.
The newer seasons aren't like as good as the old ones used to be.
Yeah, but that's because we had less of it then, and that's the way I see it. Is we had less of it, so we watched those a bunch more times, and now we're almost like a decade into fucking Rick and Morty.
I didn't know that.
Which is wild if you think about it. When did Rick and Morty release?
I looked that up real quick.
Yeah, look that up.
I didn't start watching it until late actually.
I watched it from the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't start watching until it dropped 2013.
Yeah, so it's been 10 years. It's wild. Rick and Morty's been out for 10 years. And they've still got, what, like 4 more seasons to go?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't start watching it probably maybe 2017,
Yeah.
2018, something like that. That's when I started watching it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
Gargoyles getting rebooted as a live action series by the writer of The Nun and It for Disney Plus. There's no release date yet. Gargoyles live action.
They're gonna make it spooky.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's James
no, no.
or no, Dauberman is set to serve as writer, producer, and showrunner for the series, with Atomic Monster helping to produce the show. It follows the footsteps of other live-action reboots like One Piece. Though Gargoyles is distinguished by being based on American animated series rather than anime. I'm here for it. I'm 1,000% curious on how they do it because it's wild. This is a wild thing they're doing.
Making a live action version of a kids show.
All they had to do was bring it back
having
in.
horror producers.
Right, they could have brought it back as animation. And
I thought they
everybody would be
did.
fine, but they're doing it as live action, which is I want to see these gargoyles in live action. Hell yeah, man.
I'll be waiting on it.
Chuck Norris and Vanilla Ice are starring as themselves in the movie Zombie Plane.
What?
In the movie, a secret government agency has recruited celebrities to be undercover agents, and the celebs must save humanity from an imminent attack from the undead. The film is directed by Lav I cannot say this. Bodnaruk. Bodnaruk and Michael Meyer. Mier. Maybe Mir.
Michael Mir.
And also stars Australian actress Sophie Monk. In a statement, producer Jessica Butland promises audiences can expect a wild ride. Vanilla Ice is in his element as a secret agent, and Chuck Norris is having trained him.
That's so nasty.
I mean, Chuck Norris, yes, but Vanilla Ice, I'm gonna watch it.
I knew this one was gonna be campy.
Well, and there's also that another movie just released, Zombie. This is another zombie movie that's released. It has like Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. It just came out this year, so definitely want to see that too. But Chevy Chase not so much, but Dan Aykroyd, yes.
Yeah, I was going to Chevy Chase. He got canceled quite a few times.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Fuck him.
Yeah, he's slipping.
He's gotten awful in his older years.
I mean, he's always been awful, like as a person.
Apparently he's gotten a lot worse.
Yeah, because he called Richard Pryor the N-word on live TV. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. And then Dan Harmon called him out, and he was he said Community wasn't funny, though it is. I promise it is. Santa Claus's season 2 trailer, which this season looks way better than the first season, and I didn't watch the first season, but now I think this year I'm gonna have to watch it because this second season looks pretty badass. Like the original Santa or the other Santa, I didn't really understand if it was an anti-Santa or what, but
he said, "I'm the real Santa." He put out that belt that CM Punk had, the real championship belt with the X on it. That's what he did. He was like, "Nah, I'm the real Santa." Got a bag with the X on it.
I'm here for it. Cyberpunk 2077 devs use an AI to recreate a dead voice actor. Anybody who played Cyberpunk 2077 would immediately recognize the name Victor Vector, the affordable and surprisingly kind Ripper Doc who plays a pivotal role in the game's opening segments. He's also featured in CD Projekt Red's new Phantom Liberty expansion, but those playing the Polish version of the DLC will find that they're not listening to the original voice actor. Instead, it's an AI recreation of the voiceover actor. Victor's voice actor for the Polish localization of Cyberpunk 2077 was Milogost Rezik. Can't say it for my people either, apparently. So don't feel bad. I can't say Polish names either. Well-loved performer known for voicing other roles in the game maker's past titles, including Vesemir and Thalier. I don't know. In the
Failure.
company's The Witcher series. Oh, which makes sense. That's also Polish. Did you know the Witcher series is Polish? Um,
No, I did not know that.
it's
Actually,
originally Polish. It was originally I think it was written in Polish. It's a Polish book that got. I think it's translated. But yeah, so they used an AI recording to do his new lines. What do you think about AI being used for dead people? Should they have gotten somebody else or tried to do the AI thing?
I'm not mad at it. I feel like you got the technology to do it. If you got the person, as long as you don't have them saying anything crazy to where it's like going against the morals of, I guess, the person who would have acted that. Like if you know for damn sure they wouldn't have said that
Right.
type thing, then I agree. Then I don't know. I'm fine with it. I have no problem with it. Like I said, as long as it goes with their morals, I'm all good with it. I think sometimes I prefer. I mean, I prefer them trying to use technology to keep whatever it is going. Because I've seen a movie. I think it was a Plan 9 from Outer Space. It was one of those old movies where the person died in the movie, and then they had whoever replaced them. They were a vampire, and they just was going like this the whole movie. And that was the rest of the movie. I was like, this is terrible. Don't even like, they were in the movie for like maybe 5 or 6 scenes. Then they replaced it with the guy doing that. And I'm like, woof. So the technology we have now is amazing. So go ahead and use it. We don't need to do that.
Right. 100 Acre Wood, we saw that trailer. It's a PC
trailer.
game for Steam. Basically, you have to run out of the 1,000 Acre Wood and run away from a giant Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Which
I didn't know what that was at first. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, he's still a bear, so you got to run. Run really fast. But it looked fun. If you're in that type of game, it definitely looked fun. It looked very fast paced.
Yeah, it had like a comic book art style. There was a game that came out back in like the PS2 era. I think it was called 13. It was like 18, something like that. I forget. It was Roman numerals. I forget the name of it.
Right.
But yeah, I was about to say, but that game, it looked like that game.
Yeah.
With those kind of graphics to it.
Yeah, so if somebody tries that, let us know. I'm not going to pay for it.
Me neither.
This has been a really short show. We've only been here for maybe about a half hour, not including the trailers. If you want to see us watch the trailers that we talked about during the episode, go to YouTube. Type in Geek in the Sheets. Type in T13 Media. It'll come up. You can see us talk about the trailers. Yeah, so it's a relatively short episode this week, guys. We're going to do one last segment. We're going to do Ranker I Barely Know Her. Then we're going to finish off the episode that way. So we're going to go ahead and... So for this week for Ranker I Barely Know Her, we're going to do, because of Halloween season, we're going to do the 10 creepiest shows. For us, it's 10, but the creepiest shows of all time. If you want, you can also go to Ranker and find this and do it yourself. I thought Ranker was RANKR.
Nah. You're having what you call a moment. Mandela effect. Yeah, what's that Mandela effect?
I swear it was RANKR. Oops. RANKR. No, Ranker. There is Rank. That's something else. That is something completely different. Anyways, Ranker I Barely Know Her. So we're gonna start with number 10. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I don't remember this show. Like I remember.
Don't remember? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I like people bring it up. They're like, "Oh, yeah, this show back in the day," but I don't remember it like that.
This show slaps. I'm gonna upvote because I have seen it. I can't believe you've never seen it. Any of it. Like this shit scared me as a child.
Is that
Scared
the one
the
with the dog with the yellow eyes? Is that show?
No, that's Goosebumps.
Okay. See,
Dun,
I
dun,
remember
dun, dun,
Goosebumps. I don't
dun.
remember Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark it was Nickelodeon.
Yes, I
And
don't remember that.
the Midnight Society, they would like blow dust or some shit into a fire, and then they tell a story.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It's really, I mean, obviously now you're an adult, so you're not gonna get the same effect. It's very cheesy acting, stuff like that. I recommend it. I thoroughly enjoy it. We watched Travis Damone and I watched an episode of it that we thought was one that was stuck in my head for my entire life.
It wasn't.
It partly was it. Partly. There's still parts of it that don't add up to what I was looking for.
So you had a combined thought thing where you took two different thoughts.
Two different things, right. And I can't pinpoint when I saw it because if I try, I was like 3 or 4, realizing that I had some sort of memories when I was 3 or 4 that I remember, which time-wise, man, time just doesn't add up. None of it makes sense. Yeah, so number 10 is Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's shocking you've never seen it. Creep Show. I just started watching a little bit of this, and I've been trying to watch it for a while. I didn't really find it. So far, it's not that creepy.
So I was thinking when they said Creep Show, I was thinking the original
movie?
Creep Show. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
It's
around the same.
Good one. That's the good one. I only saw the first one. I think I saw a little bit of the second one. Yeah, I've never seen this show. I've only seen
Creep Show. The first episode is really good. I just haven't been able to make it all the way through. Probably finish watching that first episode tonight. The next, I keep doing that.
You give me some shows I had never seen.
The next one is Tales from the Dark Side, which I've heard of, never saw. So I'm gonna vote down.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen these.
This next one's Haunting of Hill House.
Damn.
This is on Netflix. Wow, this is on Netflix. This one was good.
I'm slacking, man.
This like started there's a bunch that they did after Haunting of Hill House. I think like 2 or 3 more. It's really good. I liked it. Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Another one that wow, you've never heard of it?
I've never seen it. I've seen it.
I've heard of it. I'm gonna vote down just because I've never actually watched it.
Yeah, I'm slipping. I haven't seen any of it. There we go.
Number 5, American Horror Story.
Yeah, these were.
Yeah.
I'm going down.
Okay, well,
I think it has more bad seasons than it has good.
I'm going up. I'm gonna go up, and we can roll on it. You get evens, I get odds.
That's fine. If you can keep it up, that's fine. I understand.
Are you sure?
No, I understand. I'm not.
I would say we're separate here. Let's do this. I'll do evens. You do odds. It's even, so we're up.
Yeah, I think the show had 2 really, really good seasons, and then it had, in my opinion, 3 bad seasons. But one was really,
New York
bad.
City was good. New York City was good.
I couldn't make it past Hotel. I couldn't go past Hotel.
I don't know if you'd like New York City. It's icky, too icky for you.
The show. It's like, because I've seen some fucked up shit. I've seen The Hills Have Eyes. I've seen Hostel. I've seen some fucked up movies in my time. Human Centipede.
I've never watched a Human Centipede. Maybe on my deathbed.
That's a terrible way to go out. You see that?
Like throw on Human Centipede.
Said crawl. No, that shit was gross. But American Horror Story, I think because I really loved Murder House. I thought Murder House.
Yeah, Murder House was fantastic.
Yeah, it was just had the same word for fantastic.
I have that. I have it on Blu-ray downstairs. I found it. I got the whole season on Blu-ray. It's good.
When I watched it was on Netflix. But I watched Murder House. I thought that was really, really good. What was the next one? What's the next one called?
Coven. Was that one Coven?
No. There's one before that.
So there was Coven. There was the one where she was there was the nun one that I can't think of.
I think that's the nun one. Yeah. I think it's that one. The woman who had the crazy house, like not crazy house, but the insane asylum.
Yeah, was Asylum.
It might have been. I must say it might have
Yeah,
been. It had always got names
Asylum.
like that.
It's definitely called Asylum.
The second, I didn't like that one, and then I found out the
I
one
like
that was
that one.
connected to it. The circus one. I didn't like that one either.
Was
Those
that
two,
connected to it?
yeah, it was connected. They
Oh, I
brought the
don't.
one girl that was she was
Um,
deformed. She had the real big teeth, and she looked like she looked nasty. But
yeah.
yeah, but those two, I didn't like those
I didn't
seasons.
like Freak Show. I didn't like Freak
Yeah,
Show.
that's what it is for Freak Show, the circus one. Yeah, that one was
Why
gross.
I didn't like Freak Show is I thought the main villain was going to be the clown, but they got rid of him relatively quick in that. And I was like, really?
Quick. And then they brought the one guy it was naked like the whole show. He was weird. And then they randomly brought in what's his name? Oh, I can't think of his name right now. Doogie Howser.
Doogie Howser is Barney Stinson, Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris, yeah. They brought him in randomly.
Did
they? He was like a murderer. Like he was weird. He was like had the weird like he had the thing where you can chop people in half and then they're not supposed to be cut in half, but he really cut the girl in half.
And that's Freak Show?
Yeah, that's Freak Show. Yeah,
I must have stopped halfway through because I don't remember that.
He was in there for maybe 2 episodes. He was in there. He was like obsessed with killing, and then he was just like chop the girl in half. It was chopping the one girl from Scream in half. The skinny blonde chick.
Skinny blonde chick from Scream. Oh, Rose.
Yeah,
the one that was on Charmed. Why did I think her name was Rose? Rose McGowan?
No. The skinny blonde chick from Scream 4.
Oh, Scream 4. Yeah,
Scream
I don't
4.
know. I couldn't tell you. Oh, Julia Roberts is the niece. Emma Roberts.
Yeah, I knew it was something Roberts. I couldn't think of her first name.
Yeah, it was Julia Roberts' niece.
Yeah, he cut her in half. But yeah, like those 2 seasons and Hotel, I was not feeling. But Murder House and Coven were. It was perfect. Those were perfect seasons, and then the other ones were just ass to me. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is Coven and Murder House both go together for Apocalypse, and I still haven't watched that one either.
I haven't seen that either, but everybody tells me like I need to watch that. I'm like I'll probably go check it out, but I have to rewatch the old ones.
Oh, I got to rewatch everything. Yes, I got to go back and watch all of it, and that's why I haven't. The X-Files. I've only watched a little bit of it, but I would definitely say yes.
I heard it was fire. I heard the show was fire. I might have to watch it because I've watched all that kind of shit. I watched Buffy, Angel, Charmed.
Have you watched Fringe?
No.
Watch Fringe. You definitely you could do the X-Files. Fringe is kind of like the X-Files, but Fringe is it has the and I can't think of his name, and I can't think of anybody's names right now. Apparently, Charlie Conway from Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Anna Torv, and it's a great show. I got obsessed with it back in the day. That was one of the
blanking on names too, so I'm right there with you.
That was one of the first rewatch podcasts I listened to back 2009, 2010, like early on. Podcasting wise, there wasn't many podcasts at that point. Like I couldn't just search of a show and be like, I want to listen or rewatch this. No, it was still hard to find a lot of things. Like so when a new show would come out, I'd try to jump on it.
Another one I was trying to watch was Supernatural. That was a show. Every time I watched it on TV, it was fire. But when I tried to watch it by myself, I just try to okay, let me go back to the beginning and watch the first season. First season is so bad. I just be like.
I didn't make it past the first season, and I was like, I'm not going to. This is it. And then it went for like 12 seasons. I'm like, I'm definitely never gonna watch this because it's a show you've got to pay attention to, like a lot. And
I'm cool with that, but it's just that first season of Supernatural is just like, oh, this shit is boring.
Yeah. Unsolved Mysteries, which is wild because this is a real life show.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
So that makes it scarier.
Yeah, it's like when you watch a movie like this ain't scary. I'm saying it says based on true events.
Like,
oh shit,
like The Exorcist, even though it's very stretched with the based on true story thing.
Yeah.
The Changeling. I've never seen this.
I'll tell you what. I think I've only seen one show out of all these, and that was American Horror Story.
I've never seen this. Never even heard of that one. Tales from the Crypt, fucking finally, and
Okay, I've watched this.
which sucks because it's not on any streamer. I
we
want to
we
watch
have
it
it on DVD.
so bad.
I was gonna say we have it on DVD. I think I still have the copies of it actually.
It's definitely a show I want to go back and rewatch.
Yeah,
Like
it's not bad. It's not
thousand
bad.
percent. And number one, The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
the original Twilight Zone. I've seen all the episodes for that, and they dropped another show in like I want to say the early 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
and then they dropped it again like recently where they had Jordan Peele. But I think
The Jordan Peele one, I watched probably half of it, not because I wasn't into it. It's just other things came on, and
I never watched it, but I watched the original and I watched the one for the early 2000s.
I've watched every iteration of the Twilight Zone, including the movie. I love the Twilight
I've
Zone.
never seen the movie.
Oh, Twilight Zone is just no, it's an 80s movie, and it's John Lithgow's in it. In the first, I want to say the first one, he does was it 10,000? You know, the airplane one.
John Lithgow is Third Rock from the Sun, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which my girlfriend and I are rewatching. It's so good.
We used to watch that growing up.
So good.
I can't tell you shit about it now. I'm like, I just remember he was an alien. That's all I remember.
Yeah, they're all aliens. It's great. It's a really funny and smart show, and great casting, and John Lithgow at his finest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember
French Stewart.
That's my boy.
Yeah. So that's it. That's Ranker. I barely know her. And that is this week's Geek in the Sheets. You got any plugs?
You can catch me on all social medias at Bad Guy Spoken. Catch the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube. You can catch the football podcast Unbiased on the same channel. And you can watch Hood Movie Review. That's also on the same channel where we review all hood movies, good and bad. And we are reviewing Jason's Lyric this week. And then we should be having Leprechaun in the Hood by the time Halloween drops. That should be out.
Nice.
Y'all voted for it. Y'all voted for Leprechaun in the Hood. So
you can if you still use Twitter, you can find me on Twitter, hi-fi_Mike. Only if you want to try to find other links that I go through. The problem with Twitter is everything. Elon Musk completely, I didn't think it was possible, ruined Twitter more. Whatever. You can find all the shows on T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. Rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. 5 or fuck off is golden rule. That is the show. Geek off.